Madam Chairman, fellow speakers, most days are just ordinary days. But other days are interesting and even exciting. Like that day a car crashed into my front fence and smashed it to bits. All the neighbours gathered around and we marvelled. We marvelled at the damage done and that no one was seriously hurt. A few weeks later, the fence was replaced and we forgot all about it because the crash had no lasting impact and life went on as normal. Then we have those days when everything changes forever. Those days hit hard. They strike us like lightning bolts. 1 minute, everything is fine. Then, out of the blue, bam! The impact is massive and there's no going back. You know, whenever people speak of days that changed everything, I've noticed that they often seem to include small and perhaps unimportant details. For example, my mum remembers all the kids being home from school and eating chips for lunch on the day of the moon landing, hot chips with vinegar. And my neighbour, John, he recalls getting his kids a Kookaburra brand cricket set for Christmas, the Christmas that Darwin was smashed to bits by Cyclone Tracy. But for me, the small and perhaps unimportant detail that I remember is the Bangkok rain. It was the 11th of September 2001, and it was absolutely bucketing down as only tropical monsoon rain can. It was a day that none of us has forgotten, the day that became known as 9/11, the day that changed everything. I remember that I was soaked through, dripping as I arrived home that day and blissfully unaware of what was going on. I walked through the front door and then, out of the blue, bam! As events unfolded on TV, like many other people all over the world, I sat glued to the screen, feeling shocked and horrified. But I also distinctly remember feeling wet. I wanted to get dried off, but I was unable to tear myself away. Although the 9/11 attacks lasted only 90 minutes, they claimed nearly 3,000 innocent lives, including 10 of our fellow Aussies. And it's not an exaggeration to say that that day changed everything for everyone, forever. We no longer felt safe in our own homes. And as a nation, we were forced to focus our attention and our resources toward preventing possible further terrorist attacks. Our sense of safety was smashed to bits. There was no going back, and life did not go on as normal. The aftermath of that terrible day not only shaped our response towards religiously motivated extremists, it also raised new and troubling questions, questions about freedom and questions about our right to privacy. And not only did that day lead to a surge in distrust and hate crime. It drew us into the decades-long war in Afghanistan and more broadly, the ongoing war on terror. Madam Chairman, there is no doubt. Unfortunately, there will be more days that change everything. But if there is a choice, give me an ordinary day.